Hey guys, doing a little update on my Trans Am. I'm just going to show y'all. In the process of getting it converted over to an actual daily driver car, one that I can actually jump in and drive every day. So one thing I did this past week is I put a factory F-body dash in it. And not just any dash, a actual mint condition dash and dashboard up there. Now, if you notice, this is a Trans Am and this is actually a Camaro dash. I decided to go with the Camaro dash because I like it a little bit better. The Trans Am has the three big vent holes there that I don't care for too much. I'd rather have that design. And that also let me make a custom enclosure for my boost controller and my pulse leash to fit this vent here perfectly. This is my kind of like my ignition switch, and this is my starter button. But I haven't got it hooked up yet, but I'm also going to put a kind of a hidden key switch to where the key switch is the main power, and then this will have to be turned on. And the purpose of that is that's just a really safety deal. It's kind of like it's an e-stop button, so if anything ever goes wrong, all you got to do is just reach up there and hit it and it kills the power. So better than trying to work a switch or something. So I decided to do that for my main ignition to play with, like if I'm at the track or something, and I'll have a real key switch somewhere to basically disable the car so nobody can steal it or anything. But I decided to go with a Haltech dash. There's a bunch of different dashes out there, but I kind of really like the way this one looked, and it's compatible with my Max ECU, so I got one of those. I got my factory light switch. Another thing I got that's kind of neat is when the car's running, if I want to just shut it off without killing the power and everything, this switch here, I've converted it over to this is my injector power. So if I just want to kill the car by fuel, I can just turn that off and the car die, but everything else stays powered up, so that I'm connected with my ECU and stuff, everything stays connected. Another pretty cool thing is I've got a stereo in here. It's just a cheap Amazon special, but it's an Android based stereo. And what's neat about it is with my Max ECU, it will actually connect to any Android device and display gauges and stuff. So I just put the app on here, Max ECU app. So you pretty much have full gauges and you can customize, add anything you want. And what I'm mainly using it for, I put it on the page 2, and it gives me I can set up Bluetooth switches. So now I got a switch here for my trans cooler, or if I want to manually turn on my engine fan and water pump, I can turn them on. Fuel pump, I can manually turn it on if I just need to see something. And I also set up gauges underneath each of them, so that if I turn my fuel pump on, I can check my fuel pressure, and I can see the engine cooling and the trans cooling on here. So I kind of like that. That way I didn't have to put a keypad or any switch panel or anything in here, because I can set that up with, I can't remember offhand, I think up to 6 switches. So this basically just Bluetooths to my Max ECU. There's no wire connection at all. As of right now, the only 2 wires I have on the radio is just the hot and ground to power it up. I haven't got any speakers or anything hooked up yet. That's on the future plans. I just got this dash in just yesterday, so I hadn't got everything like I wanted yet. I got my motion blinker switch, and it's pretty nice on the Haltech that you can hook the inputs up to that. Turn my park light on. You see it changes the dim on that. And next thing I'm gonna work on is I've actually got the factory center console to go in here too. So that's my next project, is to get it in here now that I got the dash. Another cool thing about the dash is the way I have my cage in the car. I really spent a lot of time on putting this cage in whenever I built this car to be as tight as possible. So like on these A-pillars, I cut some of the metal out so that I was able to push this all the way in. And this bar here is actually under where the factory plastic trim piece will go As a matter of fact, I'm going to put the factory trim pieces back in. You see it didn't even take any cutting on the dash. The dash actually went around it because these pillar post bars are actually behind the plastics. So with the plastics in, you wouldn't even see any roll cage right there. Still got factory back seat, which is completely full of crap. So that's pretty streetable there. I guess that's about it. Like I said, the next step is getting my center console in. And later on down the road, I'm going to get my air conditioner working in here and the heater. Car's already got power steering, so that's pretty nice. It really makes it fun to drive around. I got to give me some speakers in here so I get a little bit of tunes. So it's going to be a legit daily driver car. My intentions are I want to be able to actually drive this thing every day, which I don't do a lot of driving. My business is here at the shop, at the house, so I don't have to go very far, but sometimes I have to drive to town, lunch and stuff like that. So this would be kind of cool to be able to drive it anytime I need to go to town. Anyway, it's turned out good. I really like the dash. And the cool thing about this dash is, like I said, it's mint condition. There's nothing at all wrong with it, because I found it actually came out of one of the limited edition Camaro SS's that only had 30-something thousand miles on it. I don't know what the story was on the car. My guess is it was a garage kept car that somebody probably took out and wrecked it. So I was able to find this dash, and it was one of the nicest dashes that I've ever been able to find for one of these F-bodies. Everybody knows this top piece is notorious for just falling apart, but this one here, it was mint condition. It wasn't brittle. It was nice and flexible, just like it was brand new. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, that's where I'm at right now on it. And you see, I got me a new hood on there, and that hood's really nice. I'm trying to remember what the brand of it was. Fiber something out of Texas. The hood was actually cheap. I bought it just because it didn't cost very much, and the hood that I had a bunch of holes in it, and it was going to take a lot of work to fix it. So let me look out here and see what this brand is, so I can tell y'all, because I'm really impressed with how good the quality is and the fit is on it. True Fiber. You can see that or not? It's a True Fiber hood. Like I said, it come out of Texas, and whenever I called and ordered it, they actually had it in stock. But it's like super nice. I couldn't believe the quality. It was actually better quality than my hardwood that I pulled off here. And the hardwood hoods, like I pulled off here, are about $1,300. And I think this one brand new was only like $500. But it's good finish. I mean, man, I couldn't believe how nice it is. But anyway, just gonna throw that out there in case any of y'all are looking for a good hood and don't want to spend a lot of money. But I was super impressed with how good this thing fit. All right, that's about it. I just wanted to show y'all my interior I've been working on.